guys, the last video in the Strikers Under GSB Regime. And the next one on the list, guys, is Steve Fletcher. 20 appearances and 1 goal. Come with a big reputation from Manchester United. Looked like he had all the assets to be a really good striker. He was pacey, he was tall. I quite liked him a little, but again, that record says a lot, 20 appearances with 1 goal. Scored that only goal at Old Trafford of all places as well against his club. Yeah, and I think a lot of them appearances were off the bench. There wasn't many starts in there. Yeah, it's a shame with him. I quite liked him. I think he had all the, the build to be really, really good striker, and it just wasn't to be. And I'll tell you another one that wasn't to be is the next man. And this picture sums him up quite nicely, actually. Jonathan Calieri, yeah, a goal there. He's 19 appearances for West Ham. Signed on a season-long loan, thank goodness. Made his Premier League debut off the bench against Bournemouth. I just remember him falling over quite a lot, and I remember him being through on goal and wishing him on, and he just didn't have it, did he? He really didn't. He was lightweight. He looked nervous every time he played, and another failure, unfortunately. Next one, Simone Zaza, coming off the back of that penalty in the European Championships or World Cup, was it? I went to the Juventus game where he played against us. He was fantastic, and I think that's what they based it on. I think that game they looked at him and thought, he looks decent. We might pick him up. I remember him going for a bicycle kick quite a lot, and I remember him nearly setting up a goal with a bicycle kick. I think he did a bicycle kick on the halfway line that went from Antonio, I'm going to say. We nearly scored from it, and it would have been like the greatest assist ever, but it's about all the memories I have of him. Next on the list, I think someone will call a success, but painted this man. Marko Arnautovic, 65 appearances, 22 goals, decent record, and heavily linked with a move back to us. Listen, before all the madness, I loved Marko. When he first signed, though, he was like, what have we signed here? Got sent off in that Southampton game. We're sitting there thinking, what have we signed here? Another one of these prima donna stroppy ones. And when Dave Moyes came in the first time, he converted him, didn't he, to a striker. Scored some great goals for us. Fantastic performances, passion. I think he could, if he would have stayed and, he didn't have his brother in his ear and he wasn't so worried about a pound note, I think he could have gone down as a real cult hero at West Ham. I think if he, in hindsight, maybe he does think that he should have played out his final, 4 years at West Ham. And I think he would have gone down as, a real, potentially like a sort of a low-level legend for West Ham. I really do. But now, with the way he left, the way that video after that FA Cup game, it will always be tarnished, his legacy. And it is a shame because he was a fantastic player. He really, really was. Next on the list, guys, Javier Hernandez, Chicharito. Massive reputation in world football. Played for Manchester United, for Real Madrid. Won things at all those clubs. Player that I always wanted us to sign. Whenever there was rumours that he was available, it was like, please, can we go and sign him? He'd be so good for us. Him and Andy Carroll together at the time as well. Fox in the box, goal scorer. Left isolated so much. Hernandez, Manchester United, you go back and look at it now in hindsight, you think, oh, wow, he scored loads of goals. Yes, he did. The supply he had was ridiculous. He did have the luxury of he could be told, yeah, just stay in the box, mate. You don't need to run around. You don't need to do nothing. Just stand at 10-yard box. The ball will come to you. A lot, it's no coincidence. I think he said, of all of his goals, I think only one ever outside of the box. They're all little headers, little tap-ins, you know, fox in a box. Like, you know, he was called like the new Gary Lineker when he first come over. Liked him. For West Ham, he was very frustrating though. He used to have to come so deep to get the ball. I remember picking the ball up in midfield, you know, on the centre circle. He just he didn't have that ability, you know, he wasn't good on the ball. His thing was he could score goals. And I don't think we used him effectively. But 16 goals in 61 appearances ain't that bad for someone who wasn't used, in my opinion, effectively. Next one, the man couldn't have been more happier when he signed, I think, Mr. Jordan Hugill. Signed for 9 million as well. One of those, you know, those signings that I will question Moyes on. Obviously, 3 appearances, 0 goals, and he's doing well though. Where he is Norwich, he actually scored, didn't he, in the FA Cup the other day? I think that's his level though. You know, decent, half decent Championship striker, and it's nothing against him. Just a funny one. You know, the time we were in a little bit of trouble as well, and signed him, and he didn't even play. So a really weird one. He was, and it didn't work out, did it? Next on the list, guys, is this man. You might not even know who that is. His name's Afolawan. 23 years now. Never played for us. Signed in 2018. Been on loan all over the place. Oldham Athletic, Mansfield, places like that. He's been to. He's got a few goals, you know, and in League One, League Two. Not been given a chance at West Ham. Whether he will or not, I don't know. Like I say, he's 23 now. And, you know, if you're not given a chance, then you're probably not going to. Next on the list, one more to go, guys. Lucas Perez, you know, after he left us, gone on to have a really good career. From Arsenal. Arsenal fans were really sad to lose him. You know, they liked the way he linked up play. Quite a decent goal scoring record for them as well. 19 appearances, 6 goals. He's another one, I think, a bit like Chicharito. He's good at being in the box. Good at, you look at all these goals he scored for West Ham. They're sort of like back post goals, little cheeky ones where he's got in the right position. Again, I don't think he was used properly, and I don't think we had the players to, you know, get the best out of him. I'm not saying he was brilliant himself. And again, I think maybe he wasn't a striker, more of a sort of, you know, that, you know, like a sort of centre attacking mid, more centre forward than striker. So he wasn't a number 9, he was more like a 10. Clever with his link up play. I quite like the way he linked play. Again, just wasn't to be for him. But like I say, he's gone on to have a decent career away from us. Last one on the list, guys, and the last one for this series of video is the man who's just left. I think we've all had my opinion on him. Sebastian Haller, £45 million signing, 54 appearances with 14 goals. Some cracking goals as well. Really excited when he signed, like I've repeated loads of times. But again, wasn't to be for him, was it? Very frustrated figure. Strengths wasn't played to. And I think he just fell out of love with it. You know, when he realised we weren't going to play to his strengths, he realised he wasn't going to try to a certain extent. He'll go on. He'll go to Ajax and score goals. He'll probably get another big move to Germany or France or somewhere like that, and probably go and have a really good career. I don't think you'll see him back in the Prem, but he'll go and have a good career in Europe and stuff. And good luck to him. But he did have to go. And yeah, it begs the question: what next? You know, as I say right at the beginning of this series, 1,012 games for all those strikers that I've mentioned over these 4 videos. 217 goals between them. That needs to improve massively. No, and I've not put Mickey in there. If anyone's asking where's Mickey Antonio, because he wasn't signed as a striker. He was signed as a right back, right midfielder, and he's been adapted into a striker. I suppose you could say that about Arnie. I suppose Arnie was signed as a winger and adapted to a striker. Yeah, I've not put Mickey in there, but Mickey has been a success. Mickey Antonio, for any of you who were asking where's Mickey. And I hope he does go on to break Paolo's record. you know, Premier League goal record Carlo holds at the minute. It'd be great for him. Great servant to the club, Nicky. But yeah, that's it for these series of videos, guys. If there's anything else that you guys would like me to do a series of videos on, please leave it in the comments. You know, and I enjoy making these. I enjoy researching it, and you know, bringing up as from history that we've not seen for a long time. Till then, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Yeah, keep believing, guys, for this season ahead. Let's go.